the rec center, the library, and we have one individual here for the attorney. What we did is over the weekend and even prior to that, this is specifically for the rec center, we had received various emails. We had received emails for, cutting funds to the library, and we received an overwhelming amount against. But what we did is we went through all of these letters to make sure we got public sentiment and your thoughts correct. So what we'll do is we're going to start with what we've identified as community consensus around the library, and that includes the council and that includes City Hall. So we all agree the library is the heart of Rockland. We all agree that the library is about education, it's about volunteers, it's about a living symbol of learning, it's about community outreach, excellent staff, offers vital services, and offers very, very helpful children's programs. The library, again, is the heart, is the heart of Rockland. It informs, it gives hope, it warms, it lights, it is about health, it makes our city vibrant, it is about training, it is about resources, it is about strength. The library is the first stop for many new residents that come into town. It is the gateway to Rockland, someone wrote. And it is an asset to the city and beyond. It's a coordinator, and it's about experience. So these are the things that we hear loud and clear, and we all agree all of these things about the library are correct. Now we head over to a more sensitive side. That one of the things we cannot ignore, as Mayor Iskanitis pointed out, is we cannot ignore the realities of some of these library issues. So from a taxpayer point of view, we've got Rockland is paying taxpayer money, $564,232. We've got Bath, which is also another service center, is paying $136,000 for its services. So that's a difference of $428,000 and $232. Some other statistics. 10 cities, 2 times the size of Rockland, spend less property tax dollars on the library. Patton and Bath, regional libraries, get 59% of its revenue from sources other than our local tax properties. Bath pays $16 per resident in property taxes for a library card. Okay, that's very important to note. $16, because then we get to these more interesting figures, is when we go down to what Rockland pays per resident. It is anywhere from $67 to $72 per person. Then we go to non-residents. Non-residents pay $35 for a library card, not per person, but that's per family. So if there's a couple who've got 3 children, they are only paying $35. And this is also against what's called an interlocal agreement that we can.
And let me just say that our library.
Don't get your microphone.
Oh, sorry. 35 to 40% of the people who use the Rockland Public Library do not live in Rockland.
40 towns larger than Rockland spend less on their library. So these are figures that as a council, we cannot ignore. We cannot ignore the inequity. We cannot ignore kind of the cost balance difference that we are seeing. The other thing that we really want to pay attention to is all departments are under scrutiny. Every single department that we've got is under scrutiny, and the library will remain open. Regardless of what happens tonight and into, in the 1st of July, the library is going to remain open. Now that said, here's the last one. Where do we go from here? Those are the types of questions that we need to think about and ponder. And from our discussions with community, and some of them are in the audience tonight, thanks Larry, the community believes that fundraising for the library can be increased. The community believes and knows and says that they will provide support with whatever decisions that need to be made as far as funding. The community is asking for an equitable fairness for Rockland taxpayers, And I keep going back to that $67 figure. That the community believes financial answers will be found, and that regardless of what we do, that volunteerism will increase. So then again, this is the mishmash that all of us are dealing with. And we step back to this. These are the feelings. Those are the facts.